Hey everyone, and welcome back to Men Can Be Anorexic. My name is Connor, and today I want to briefly discuss a topic I mentioned in the last video, and that is the topic of privilege. So basically, the whole reason I'm doing this project is because I've struggled with anorexia for the past few years. Luckily, I'm at a very healthy point in my life, arguably my healthiest in terms of my weight, my eating habits, the way I look at exercise, which is why I feel comfortable creating this content in the first place, because if I weren't in a good spot personally, I don't think I could do this. I'd have to be more focused on getting to a good spot. But if you were to rewind back a couple years to 2017, you would see that everything was different then, and not in a good way. I was 50 pounds lighter, addicted to running every single day, super restrictive with my eating, obsessed with resisting unhealthy foods purely for the sake of resisting them, uninterested in socializing with my friends and my family. I was a mess. And even though the experiences I've had and continue to have make me feel qualified to talk about anorexia, I have to address the elephant in the room, which is that I'm straight, white, cisgender, educated, and able-bodied. I walk through this world with an incredible amount of privilege, and that privilege intersects with every single part of my life, including anorexia. My experience has been a very specific one, and in a way that's kind of the whole point, right? Because I experience anorexia as a man, which is an experience that's not very well understood, not very often discussed in our culture of patriarchal masculinity, which is something that I touched upon in the last video. But at the same time, I experience anorexia as a straight, white, cisgender person, which is an experience that's very well understood, very often discussed in our culture. So I kind of feel like I'm in this weird middle ground where, on the one hand, I've been largely cut out of the conventional wisdom surrounding anorexia, but on the other hand, I'm sort of this living, breathing representation of the conventional wisdom surrounding anorexia. And I don't have a solution to that. I don't have anything wise to say. Really, it's just something that I wanted to address, something that I wanted to get out there in the open as soon as possible, because I think it's important. And really, my point at its core is that I don't know what it's like to be anorexic and black. I don't know what it's like to be anorexic and trans. I don't know what it's like to be anorexic and undocumented, or anorexic and gay, or anorexic and Muslim. I don't know what it's like, personally, for anorexia to intersect with any kind of marginalized identity. I live in a country, the United States, that was built by and for people who look and speak exactly like me. And I say all of that to say this. As I embark on this project, Men Can Be Anorexic, the specificity of my own personal lived experience means that I'll probably say some stuff that doesn't quite resonate with people of color, or with queer people, or with undocumented people, and so on. I can say with near certainty that nothing I say in these videos or on the blog will completely resonate with every single person all the time. My hope, my hopefully realistic hope, is that everyone at some point will find at least one anecdote or thought pattern or behavior or experience that in some way aligns with what they've gone through in their own life. And at the end of the day, what I'm really trying to do is shed some light on what it's like to be a man struggling with, recovering from anorexia. And I think that's all I really have to say about that for now. Thank you so much for watching. Now that I've done these two sort of general introductory videos, I'm going to next get into sort of the details of anorexia itself. So the next video I'm going to put up on the channel will be about food rituals, sort of my experience with food rituals, what that is, why people with anorexia often latch onto them, maybe what to do if you notice yourself or someone in your life engaging in food rituals, all that stuff. As always, down in the description box, you'll find the phone number for the Anorexia, Nervosa, and Associated Disorders hotline, which you or anyone you know can call if you're looking for immediate help. Thank you so much, and look out for the next video.